30 minutes to learn how teens think, how teens act, what teens need. Learn from them, with them, and for them via HaiTeen. Every Wednesday and Friday from 6:30 p.m. on Island TV. HaiTeen, the real connection.
Hello guys, what's poppin'? It's your girl Tina and you're watching HaiTeen. You know the vibe. Ladies, introduce yourself.
Yes. Okay. Rich auntie is in the house. Rich auntie Nas in the house. Okay. Bonsoir ici, bonsoir Miami. Bonsoir le monde. On va parler nous de tout bagage. C'est tout.
Oui. Oh, ça qui passe, c'est Soutra, femme chère, c'est moi.
Femme chère.
Okay. We have a lot of different topics for you guys. Stick around.
Yes.
Hello guys, my name is Jael. I'm from Montreal, Quebec, Canada. You know, I came here just for HaiTeen. We're gonna talk on it. We're gonna party about Sylvia and Miss Pilbari.
Okay. She said, hello guys. You know. Put away Canada là. Où est ça?
Represent.
Okay.
Cast pulse.
Many, cash pop.
Ben lolo.
Alright.
Fais pas ça.
Unfortunately, Niall won't be able to make it, but big up to you, Niall. We love you.
Yes.
We do.
See you soon, boo.
See you soon.
So the topic for today, are leaders born or made? Bon.
Mais
Bon,
c'est
ça, toi t'es pensé.
J'aime trembler. Gros dossier.
Oh.
Are leaders born or
Made.
Tête ferme, je tremble, je me dis ça. Moi, je vis sur une plateforme, donc ça me dit là, Jésus. Parce que c'est un gros dossier. And I'm so glad to be here to listen and share my perspective on that subject.
All right.
Like, I'm happy.
I'm excited.
Papa first. No, I don't follow up.
Susan, what do you have to say?
Okay. So don't hate me, but guys, I think leaders are born and made, but with an emphasis on made. Parce que the envie, I believe, is what's most important. Si vous voulez un bagay, en pile, ou travail pour joindre li. Et puis ça me fait avec good baddie, comme si je connais que je devais faire une sorte de brand. Et puis je travaille sur ça. I like researched, did my education to make sure that I was ready to start a brand, and that's what I did. So leaders are born. If you can be born with an idea, but you have to work to make the idea a reality. So that's why I say made is more important than born.
For me, leaders are born because there's this thing that everyone is born with, like that charisma that make people want to follow you. Qui fait moun vle suivre, moun vle connaître qui est souillé, moun ap di yes ap couteau. Okay? So ça, y pas tout moun qui fait avec. But to become a good leader, you have to work on it. That's what's made, and that's that part. That's what I feel like.
Yes.
Right, I feel that.
Spicy, I like
I love
it.
it. Born
I
made.
like it.
Well, I do think a leader is made. It's made by passion, by good communication, discipline. So you have to be able to be passionate about it for yourself, but also for your surrounding. You have to be able to push that towards them. So that's why I think like a good leader, like a leader itself, because if you're good, you're bad, you're still a leader, because, you know.
Yeah.
But a leader itself is made for me. Like, for instance, I was reading this, this article. It was about Dr. Rakumara. It's from the Indian Society. And he was saying that, yes, a leader has to be made because, like you said, yes, they are born, some people are born with the charisma to be a leader. But at the same time, are you really a leader if you are unable to even poke this out of you? You don't even know yourself if you're a leader because there was no discipline, no passion. So everybody, I feel like everyone is born as a leader. Now it's time for you to make, like grasp that leadership of yourself and now work it to make a leader, as the society
Yeah,
would say.
I do agree
You know?
with you guys. I think both leaders are born and made. You can be born as a leader, but at the same time, you have to work. Like, to be passionate about what you're doing, discipline. In life, if you want to make it far in life, you have to have those things inside of you anyways. So for me, leaders are born and made.
Hi, I'm Joanne Ladrin, clinical psychologist, and I'm happy to be with you today to talk about our leaders born or leaders made. Donc c'est ça. Est-ce que lorsqu'on moun vin ou leader, est-ce que son bagay que li gen dans la kaili, non, ou bien est-ce que son moun qui a développé des connaissances, des capacités, des compétences pour li vini un leader? Bon, premièrement, faut nous capable définir ça veut dire un leader. Qui est un moun vini un leader? Un leader, son moun qui très inspiration. He's inspiring. Not only that, but they also attract people around them because people want to be like them, people want to think and do and act like them. So they have a way naturally to bring this to the floor. Leader toujours, yo même c'est des moun qui comptent communiquer à moun, c'est des moun qui ont vision pour tête yo, pour communauté yo, pour pays yo. But also they have this quality about being always positive in front of adversities. So yo toujours le bien, même lorsque tout bagay a passé mal pour yo, mais pour pays yo, pour compagnie yo.
But what do you think about the leaders who have good influence on people and bad influence on people?
Ooh, I love that topic.
Okay,
Girl,
she's like, I'm having-
because we have been watching lately, with me and my friends actually, we've been watching a documentary about cults. You know? And then in general, a cult, like when you look for the definition of a cult, it's not a bad thing en tant que tel.
Right.
Comme si tu regardes une secte, a cult is a sect en français. Donc si on regarde une secte en tant que tel, c'est vraiment une sorte de nouvelle religion. Donc toutes les nouvelles religions, toute chose qui a un leader, et vu que les gens comment on dit ça encore, agree with what he's saying and want to follow him, just that is a cult. Juste ça, c'est une secte, déjà à la base. Mais les sectes ont une mauvaise connotation parce que ça dépend de ce que tu fais de la secte. Donc, il y a des sectes qui sont très chill, qui sont très corrects, où est-ce que les gens sont là, kumbaya, drinking and stuff, alors qu'il y a des sectes où est-ce que, il y a des gens qui se font abuser, il y a des gens qui se font racketter, il y a des gens qui font ci, qui font ça. Donc, c'est vraiment important, en fait, parce que je trouve que, comme j'ai dit, les leaders sont comment? Born? Sont nés. Mais après, il faut savoir qu'est-ce que tu vas faire avec ça, parce que c'est comme c'est un pouvoir que tu as. Donc maintenant, il faut que tu saches dans quelle direction que tu veux prendre le pouvoir, le bien ou le mal, parce que tu peux travailler les deux. Ça dépend de toi.
Are leaders born or made? I think both. I think definitely there are some folks who are born with this drive and hunger to lead or to preside or to organize. You know, people are born with certain characters that make them a leader, that make them a voice in a certain community or a certain cause. But just like there are good leaders, unfortunately, there are bad leaders that were born, as we can see in history, and as we can see in our current climate in Haiti and our reality in Haiti right now. All of these horrible things happening is a result of horrible, greedy, unkind leadership. Just like there are bad leadership, there's good leadership. I'm thinking of Marsha Johnson. I'm thinking of Malala. I'm thinking of MLK and countless other amazing, kind and progressive leaders that want, you know, equality and love and justice. But also leaders are made, you know, you grew up or you're born in or you face certain experience of life in your life that can lead you to be a voice of a cause or lead you to have the qualities to organize community, organize and fight for good things. I have so many friends that I grew up with who, you know, never saw themselves leading or become a leader, but I've seen what God has done for them in their lives, and I've seen their life circumstances almost not forcing them, but molding them to be leaders. And you know, exceptional leaders are born when you least expect it.
that comes with leadership and people doing good or bad under your leadership is interpretation, because sometimes as a leader you can say something and then your followers are taking it in a different way. So it's not really the leader's fault that it was taken in like a bad connotation, but just how people received it. So I think leadership is being able to get your ideas across, but you're not really sure how other people are going to receive your ideas.
Yeah.
And I feel like sometimes as well as a leader is you don't really have to always be in the front, like the front row. Because sometimes a leader is definitely someone who can step back and let someone else like show their skills. That's what a leader as well for me. Because sometimes like if I'm always like do this, do this, do this, do this, am I really a leader? Or if I step back and let you do what I taught you, that's when I feel like a leadership as well is like you're working on your leadership as well.
Yeah, I think I read somewhere that like, for example, if you're a millionaire and you're the only millionaire, you're not a true leader. Your circle needs to be full of millionaires also. Like you need to be able to provide the resources that you use for yourself for other people so that they can also make it big.
And you know, and this is the kind of leaders that I like, and because not only they're working to be better for themselves, they're also helping others. You cannot be a leader and it's like everybody's looking at you, but you're the only one who's doing good. What are you doing for your people? Like for me, to be considered a good leader, you have to like contribute to your community. You know, to make sure that your people are good. Because some people, it's like, oh yeah, I'm a leader. It's like, okay, you're not doing anything for your people.
Est-ce qu'on est né leader ou est-ce qu'on le devient? Déjà, je pense que être leader, c'est un talent, un skill qu'on peut développer au fil de notre vie, qu'on peut travailler dessus, qu'on peut improver. Donc, personnellement, je pense que ça peut être les deux. Soit tu peux être né et ta destinée, ton fait, c'était d'être un leader, c'était de rôle le monde, whatever it is. Ou tu es juste quelqu'un qui a envie de devenir un leader, qui a une vision, qui sait qu'est-ce qu'il veut faire et qui sait qu'il a besoin de gens avec lui. Et donc, qui va travailler ce talent, qui va travailler ce qu'il faut pour devenir le bon leader.
Au Canada, côté de ma ville, surtout Montréal, pas d'élection tout à l'heure parce qu'il faut nous choisir un nouveau maire pour ville Montréal. Pas de problème, ok? So, nous-mêmes, ça nous fait. Moi-même, mes amis, nous fait recherche pour nous connaître, ok? So, lui-même est salvé, mais comme si, et moi, je voté pour lui-même parce que il y a plus de bagages qui représentent qu'à la veille. Mais quand on ici, on vient faire ça. La vient et puis la dit, ok. Moi, j'entends des soutres à présenter, oui, mais soutres à me t'entendre dans la radio. Oui. Vous à me braler, et puis soutres à pas qu'on rien, non?
Soutres à qu'on a plus bagages.
Non, mais c'est ce que je veux dire, c'est comme si les gens en Haïti viennent, c'est du bouche à oreille, c'est beaucoup de choses, mais ils ne font pas leur recherche. Ils ne vont pas aller pour aller vérifier si les informations qu'on leur dit à la radio ou bien à la télé sont vraies. Comme si on va venir te dire, oh oui, il a un doctorat aussi, il a un doctorat ça. De quelle université? Est-ce que tu sais de quelle université? Est-ce que tu sais
Show me proof.
Non, mais comment?
Where are the papers?
Where are the papers? Show me proof. Il n'y a pas de preuve. Les gens viennent, ils disent ce qu'ils veulent et puis la population est comme si c'est pas ça à la télé, sont OK. Oui. Non, c'est pas comme ça. Il faut que tu ailles faire tes recherches. Il faut que tu trouves. Et puis aussi, la chose aussi qui m'énerve aussi, c'est que les gens vont aller avec la majorité. Comme si parce que
yeah, that's, you see, I really wanted to talk about that. I feel like in Haiti, even when I went to school, I've seen this. Kids follow, like the followers, follow what's popular. The popular kids. Even the person's doing something bad, they're gonna go with it because la majorité. You see, and that's not something that like sit well with me at all.
Non, mais c'est pour ça qu'on a autant de mauvais leaders, parce que c'est toujours la majorité. Parce que si tu regardes, il y a plusieurs personnes qui ont été élues en Haïti, par exemple, et puis c'est vraiment parce que le président avant l'a endossé, et puis comme si, oh, on dirait un petit président ça, il n'est pas trop mal, parce qu'on connaît tout mal. Donc il va dire, il n'est pas trop mal. Et puis il dit,
she's getting political.
I mean, we're talking about leaders, might as well, you know. Mais ils sont comme, oui, non, mais lui-même il m'a dit de faire ça, et puis lui-même il était déjà là avant, je vais faire la même chose, je vais juste suivre. Non, non, il faut que tu aies avec toi-même tes convictions, et puis ce que tu vois qui va être le mieux pour toi et pour le pays aussi. Donc c'est comme ça que ça va fonctionner.
I mean, I like what you said about majority, which is true. I think that as humans, we don't like to feel singled out. We want to be like a part of a community, a part of something, which is why I think a lot of us go towards the majority without questioning it. But when you're like a leader, that doesn't matter to you. You know what I mean? Like, true leadership is creating something new, like something that we haven't seen before. And that only happens when you decide to step away from the norm, like step away from what everyone else is doing, you know? So I think that's like, in the aspect of born or made, I think that's more of a born aspect. Like if you decide, you know what, like I'm okay with not being a part of like everyone else, like I'm gonna do my own thing.
Yeah.
So.
But also having a clear vision of what, because you can, if you don't have a clear vision, how are you gonna lead a whole community? So you need to know, okay, what is the goal, what is the purpose of whatever project or whatever program I'm gonna be leading that community. So pour un leader, un leader faut une vision claire, comme si pour le monde venir koto pour dire ça. Nastasia, qui ça ou pensez de ça, comme carrément une recherche, je nous dis on recherche pour le map expliquer ça me le faire avec nous parce que faut nous avoir confiance en moi, sinon on confiance en moi comment on a fait l'idée nous.
You know, avant follow le monde tout parce que depuis le leader a marché, c'est comme si yo barré.
Ça c'est 5 secondes.
OK. Nice. Dans relation pas. Qui est-ce qui leader? Ou même ou bien ménage? That's the question.
Chérie, maman là oui. Mami, papi, m'ba j'aime dans relation. J'aime dans relation, oui. I think I'm an alpha woman. So I like another m'aimer l'autre monde alpha comme si nèg la pour alpha pour comment pour gérer parce que m'étant trop déjà pour lui. Comprends? So m'aimer we like alpha pour alpha.
OK. Deux défauts dans un leader. By deux défauts dans un leader.
OK, défaut en leader. Lack of discipline ou bien pas attendre.
OK. Ask me your question.
OK, m'a ask you a question. Qui leader qui inspire ou t'as jamais rencontré? Allez gentiment.
Barack Obama.
Est-ce que tu es capable avec? Pour qui ça?
Just his fashion. Like, not his fashion, I mean like the way he carried himself. Yeah. Yeah, his demeanor.
So si bag vin là, je peux pas.
Oh, moi pas sorti, pas tout tomber.
D'accord avec ça.
OK. Jaël, sous pas néon leader qui sort tes cafés pour devenir un leader.
Bah connais, c'est Jaël.
OK. By deux qualités qui fait un bon leader.
Faut être charismatique et puis faut l'apprendre à entendre.
Yes. OK. Ask her now.
Oh, Soudra, oui. Why would you not pour ça pas t'avoir un leader?
On moun ka pas un leader parce que yo timide et puis yo pas connait bien parler.
OK. Et puis est-ce que vous pensez que son problème son moun pas leader, son moun pas leader?
Il pas un problème mais voulez que tout le monde travaille pour yo ka leader.
Yes. Period. And you know what I believe? I feel like you don't have to be a leader, comme si be a millionaire or have status, fame to be a leader. You can just come to work. Even at your workplace, you could be a leader.
Right.
You know, people can look up to you and want to be better.
Right.
Et moi, je pense aussi que c'est important quand tu es un leader de savoir de connaître tes forces et tes faiblesses. Par exemple, moi, même si je suis un leader, je sais qu'il y a des choses sur lesquelles je suis extrêmement bonne, mais je sais qu'il y a des choses dans lesquelles je laque et je suis assez intelligente pour aller trouver les ressources que j'ai besoin pour aller trouver les personnes. Comme si je suis pas bonne en maths et que je suis whatever en maths, un leader en maths, je vais aller prendre quelqu'un d'autre, je vais aller prendre Soutra que je sais qui est bonne en maths, et je vais dire, OK, Soutra, ce problème-là, je prends avec, explique-moi, fais ça pour moi, aide-moi à build.
Accumuler.
Genre, aide-moi à préparer et tout ça. Il faut que, comme je t'ai dit, il faut que tu prennes un step back, tu dois connaître tes forces, tes faiblesses, et puis faire ça travailler pour toi.
Yeah, kind of like on the topic of that, what you said about knowing your strengths and weaknesses, like, I think that's an issue with Haiti. Like, the leader wants to be the sole leader and doesn't want to ask for collaboration and help. And I think in a country like Haiti, that's so important because everyone has different skill sets, basically. And you need to be able to put your differences aside and really come together to find, like, one solution that would be best for the population. But I think like Haitian political figures, a lot of times we've seen that they like the status a lot more than actually doing the work. And I think if we like all put together, like the Haitian political figures, if they work together more, we could get like a better solution.
Est-ce que ou ka vin leader? Moi-même, personnellement, moi pense que faut qu'on capable déjà gon terrain naturel la caillou, on nous dit des traits de personnalité, même gens avec Carl Jung, t'es parlé nous de traits de personnalité que chaque monde fait un gens. Donc on nous dit que moun sa li fait avec des capacités pour li parler à moun, parler devant moun, attirer moun. Et puis, kounya, il y a 30% de ça qui est naturel. Kounya, il y a 70% de l'autre capacité pour les développer avec expérience, avec connaissance, avec, on nous dit, et apprentissage, tout. Donc, vraiment, est-ce que nous avons dit que tout le monde a vu nos leaders, mais pensez que les gens sont un peu, comme si très ambitieux. Because if every single person could be real leaders, everybody could be leaders.
And like I said, a leader doesn't have to be the one in the front row. Parce que des fois, you can step back. Like for instance, I had to step back on occasion and listen to what people were telling me. You know, you guys say like. Comment anglais a dit constructive, yes.
Constructive criticism.
Exactement, comme si des fois, faut me ranger comme, pour m'attendre, il y a ça, pourquoi faire ça, ça vous pensez. Parce que vous pas supposé être dur pour faire ça. Non, c'est mon corner, c'est le bagage, c'est mon frère, you know.
When you're running a company, it's like that. It's not always you. You have to go to your, you know, the people you work with, your customers, employees, to listen. You can even sit with other CEOs to hear advice, what they have to say on how to run a business.
I feel like what you just said about other CEOs is extremely important because one thing that I hate is when leaders go and try to undermine other leaders.
Oh, no.
Why can't you both be winners?
I think people that do that are not true leaders because I read somewhere like someone doing better than you will never actually talk bad about you. They want to help you because they know what they went through to get there. So that's why I personally, I don't like to take advice from people that have not done what I'm doing or like are not in the field or something, because a lot of times like they're gonna say negative things. They're gonna say you can't do it, and if you're not strong-minded enough, you're gonna believe them. Kind of like what you were saying about a lot of people start things. Like we can all start something. We can all tomorrow wake up and be like, I want to start a business, but not everyone is gonna stick with it. Like when it gets bad, like some days you're not gonna sell anything. Like some people are just gonna give up. You know, but like a true leader, you gotta keep going. Like the staying is the hard part.
Bonsoir, welcome to Ti Cause ak Michelle. Jodi nou gen an très important topic. Topic lan ye, si on leader fait comme si depi nan vant maman or s'il fait nan la vie. So basically, if a leader is made or if they're born. And honestly, I think it depends. Now, I do think there is something to being a born leader. So you can know if you're a born leader if things like, you know, ever since you were young, you were always really responsible, and maybe your teacher, even your parents always put you in charge of like the other kids in your class or even your family members. And if people always like, you know, follow your lead and just they can always count on you. Now, just because you're a leader, there are some really good traits to being a leader, right? I don't think a leader is all about being bossy. A leader comes with great quality characters. So some of those things could be, you know, you're reliable and people can count on you. That's how you know you're a born leader. Another thing can possibly be that, you know, you give really great advice, and also that you're not biased, meaning that you may not like a person or a situation, but you're always going to be fair because that's what a leader does. And you also just take charge and in a sense are kind of like a perfectionist and obsessed with excellence. Not that you have to do everything perfectly, but you are obsessed with getting great results and making sure that things are done well. That's how you know you can possibly be a leader. Now, if you're saying to yourself, I'm not really like this, I haven't always really been like this, don't worry. That's where I believe that some leaders can be made. So that's where you want to kind of do your own research, maybe search online and the great qualities and characteristics, like some of the things that I've mentioned, and some things that you can search online, how you can become a better leader if that's what you're seeking in your life. So some of the things, like I said, if you are a person where people can't count on you, well, practice being a more reliable person. Practice doing what you say you're going to do. You know, practice what you preach. Don't just say things, do things. Be reliable. And also just try to remove yourself and your feelings out of things. You know, be fair. And those are some ways that you can become a really great leader. And sincèrement, you guys can always find me on Instagram at chatswithmichelle_ and na parle pita. Bye.
And
Yes,
with that
I
being
love
said, spicy.
love
Thank you
that.
guys for coming. Make some noise for yourself.
Yes, yes.
All right, guys. Do you have anything you want to say to your fans and the audience?
Yes. Oh, she said fan.
All I have to say
Darling.
is, if you have a dream, go for it.
Yes.
Don't let anything stop you. And the quicker you go for it, the better. Like, seriously. Like, if I could be doing what I'm doing now, like, 2 years ago, I would do it. So whatever you want to do it. Don't take no for an answer. Like, just keep going. Seriously.
Yes.
First of all, it's November. That means no. Like November. Comme si on n'a pas ça n'importe ça. No. Okay. But what I will, ça m'a dit encore, m'a répété encore, I'm gonna be redundant, c'est foncer pour sortir, pour sauver, pas quitter quelle autre décision comme si l'autre monde faut like déterrer de vrais projets pour là. Foncer à tout prix comme si mettez tout ou même dans un bagage. Et m'a prend même advice là pour moi-même tout parce que des fois tout on est à la fin de la journée c'est humain, des fois nous confondons caguer, pas caguer. Si caguer ou caguer tout tomber en bas parce que nous ne pouvons pas faire ça, OK? Alors foncez.
Jael, you have anything else to say to the audience?
Me, I want to say to the audience that whatever you do, do it with your heart. Do it with all of yourself. Put yourself into whatever and believe in yourself. Because no one is going to believe in yourself like you believe in yourself.
Exactly.
No one. Not your parents, not no one.
Nobody.
And also, I just want to say, because all of you guys are leaders. All of you guys are boss bitches.
Thank
and whatever
you.
do.
All of us.
Boss girls and whatever
All
you
of
do.
us.
Okay, and I just want to say I have a lot of respect for that because you got an idea and then you went for it.
Right.
And it's amazing. You create stuff. I feel like I'm not original. I'm good at a lot of stuff. Because
There's different types of leadership.
OK, come on now. Parlez nous well.
Exactement. Vous êtes ouais, forgive me.
All right, guys.
Mais comme si moi je trouve que genre l'originalité pour qu'une idée sorte de moi, je n'ai pas ça. Mais vous êtes venu et puis vous êtes sorti avec votre idée. Non, je peux comme si faire des trucs meilleurs. Like I can. Non, mais ce que je veux dire c'est que je peux prendre une idée et puis la monter, la propulser et tout ça. Mais pour que ce soit original, like Jael, that's not me. I'm not a statistical. I don't do that.
You're
But
original. You yourself or your own.
Political science, non, chérie.
Political science. Okay, and then
Originalité.
Haiti. Ben son fille président. Okay, it's gonna be you in the future.
Votez pour moi, s'il vous plaît. Votez.
no, but seriously, like if you see me anywhere, like vote for me because hello, Jael.
Hello.
Donc,
non.
soit appelé tout le monde comme ça.
Non, mais je veux dire vraiment, guys, je respecte vraiment ce que vous faites, comment vous allez pour vos idées, et que je sais que je ne comprends pas tout. Franchement, je ne comprends pas tout. Mais je sais que c'est dur et je comprends votre travail et je respecte votre travail. Je peux juste
merci,
vous dire
Jael.
de continuer à être vous-même et continuer
Thank
à
you.
Oh,
all
m'avait
every
crié.
day. Oh my God.
Thank you.
Napkin, s'il vous plaît.
All right.
Merci,
Catch us on
merci.
Island TV Wednesday and Friday at
Yes,
6:30
yes,
p.m.
yes.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.